girl Kay. Thanks for coming back with me. Today we're going to talk about what you really need for nursing school. I know there are plenty of lists out there of all these things you need for nursing school, and you spend hundreds of dollars on these things. But I'm going to break it down and keep it simple on the things you're actually going to use. And I'm sitting on the floor, so it'll be easier to show you guys everything. This is in no particular order, but these are just some things I find helpful or useful while in nursing school. First thing I have is my book bag. I like this book bag because one, pink is my favorite color, and then two, I like that it has a small pocket as well as a bigger pocket and a place where you can put like your laptop and things in there. So get yourself a bag, a book bag, whatever you prefer. I have this Davis Drug Guide for Nurses, comes in handy. I like this because say you look up a medication. I have erythromycin, and it tells you everything pretty much that you need to know about erythromycin. It breaks it down into the indications, the action, the absorption rate, the contraindications you would need to know, adverse reactions, side effects, route, dosage, and things to be aware of. And it also gives you the nursing implications with the assessment and everything. So it really breaks it down, which I really like, especially when you're in clinical. You need to know nursing implications for certain medications that you give to the patient. And this is just a really easy, quick guide that you can use, as well as in your pharmacology classes. They also have the app that you can buy, but I like to touch. And then they also have the pocket size as well. But I normally don't take it to clinical with me. I use it for at home. The next thing I would recommend is a badge holder. The badge holder is really convenient to hold your student ID, and you have to have your ID for clinical. Of course, you need your paper. Got to have the paper. I have plenty of paper. Even though a lot of people like to type their notes and everything, I'll always bring paper to class just in case. I like to write things down. This little thing I found very helpful. It's a folding clipboard. And it also has like your charts on here that some of you might need, some of them not. It also has your charts, your IV gauge, weight, height, temperatures kind of thing. So it's really helpful, and I like it because it's foldable and it's a clipboard. You can put your papers here, fold it for privacy reasons, and it fits in your scrub pocket. So it's really convenient. Next I have on my list is sticky notes. These are a lifesaver. I write everything on here. Sometimes the nurses want you to go ahead and do an assessment on the patient, and you can quickly write it down and give them the sticky note, and they'll have it. You just write it down on here, give them the sticky note, and bam, they have it. You also could put personal notes for you, like things you might want to remember that you learn in clinical. I used to use those small, those small notebooks, but I found this so much more convenient. But it's personal preference. You can use this or a small notebook. I prefer the sticky notes. I have different colors. I think they're fun. I also use these to mark my notes as well. So this is not necessarily something you need, but I find it quite cute. I have a chapstick holder and some chapstick. My lips are always dry. I always have like chapstick or lip gloss on. So I think it's cute, and I've never used it for back to school yet. So this is new to the list. I have my binders. I got these from Target. I have different colors. I find these helpful because they have like the pockets, and I kind of put my notes here and organize it based on the class. And these are the 1.5 inch, 330, because I tried the 1 inch and they would get so full by the end of the semester. So these work perfectly for me. Hand sanitizer. Even before the COVID, I always had hand sanitizer on hand. I keep one in my book bag, one in my clinical pocket, because sometimes some of the places we went to, they didn't always have the hand sanitizer readily available, believe it or not. Index cards are my lifesaver. Like I said before, I'm really a physical person. Some people use Quizlet and that works for them, that's fine. But for me, I use, especially for the pharmacology class, I use the index cards. I write it down so it helps me remember one time that I'm writing it down, and then I actually study it, and I can take it everywhere I go. It's super convenient. You have to have you a planner. I don't care what kind of planner you get. You can go on the expensive side or the more affordable side. Last semester I did have a Lily Pulsar calendar. I didn't find much difference with my $10 calendar. I write everything down in this. Like, if I don't have my planner, I feel lost, literally. I write when everything's due. I write all the test dates. Soon as I get my syllabus, I put everything into my planner. This is one for like my first year nursing students, or if you're having trouble testing and you haven't used this book yet, this is great. So nursing school tests are very different. This book is for TestAssess. It gives you practice problems on how you might have similar questions on your nursing exam, and they also give you the answer and the explanation, and it's really helpful. It also gives you test taking tips on here, and this book is the 2018-2019, so I'm pretty sure it's a newer version. You can also check out my other video after this video, of course. I'll put a link up here of what I wish I knew before starting nursing school. Another book, this is the Saunders NCLEXRN edition. I love using these books as a study tool. It is so helpful. It breaks it down into category. So you have like maternity, pediatrics. It kind of gives you a broad overview of each category. And then at the end, of course, they have test questions and NCLEX style questions, and they also give you explanations, which I really love. I would even suggest reading the explanations on things that you get right, because even if you probably like guessed or something like that, so reading the explanations on even the things you got right will be very helpful, and it will stick with you better, trust me. This here is my little recorder. I ask my teachers before class or before that semester or whatever if I'm able to record in their class. I find this very helpful. I travel to school so I can listen to the recordings on the way to school, and it's like I get a quick little study session in, and I'm hearing the information over and over. COVID edition, we need our masks. You have to wear your mask to class. I don't know about you guys. Let me know down below, what are you guys doing for COVID? I would love to hear. These notebooks I love, because they're like, you can add your paper into them and you can fold them. And I love using these, especially when we do group work in class and when we have seminar. I just found this really helpful. I just got this. We're gonna see how it works. It's a planner. I think I'm gonna put what things I need to get done for the week. And that way I can have like a little check off and like, yes, I did it, and make me feel good during the week as well. If you're like me, you're always thirsty, I gotta have my water bottle. I got this water bottle from Target. I think it's really cute, and I like that it's an insulated top. And I can put my water or coffee or whatever in it, and I could take it to class. I also have this Stethoscope Holder. I found this really helpful in some of my clinical situations. They didn't really have space for us to put our stuff, so I literally could put everything in here, and it turned out fine. And it has a little handle where you can hold it, and it came in different colors. I got it off of Amazon. And I'll open it up. I have my stuff in here. For clinical, I have an Apple Watch, so I use my Apple Watch, but for like when we do our assessments and things like that that are graded, you would need a manual watch. So I have my manual watch in here as well. I love this watch. I got it from Amazon, of course. I love Amazon. And I like it because it has a 24-hour clock on it, which makes it really easy to read, especially when you have to write the time and you're still getting used to the 24-hour clock, which you will be using in nursing school. I have two stethoscopes. They're both for gifts. And this is my first stethoscope. It's an MDF stethoscope, and I love it. I think it's so cute. I love the rose gold. And I also have a little name tag on my stethoscope. I also have the Lipman stethoscope, and this is the cardiology one. And honestly, you don't need this for nursing school. You just need a basic stethoscope. This is much more pricier. Like I said, I got them as a gift, so I have two stethoscopes and I use them both. See, I told you guys I always have hand sanitizer. And then for clinical, you would need some scissors. And I have a pen light in here, just some things I have in here. I have essential oil, because sometimes when I'm in contact with some wounds and some bodily fluids, I just put this under my nose before I go in the patient's room, and it helps me. I don't do smell very well, so that really does help me not to gag in clinical. I also have here my blood pressure cuff. I practice at home. My first semester, I practice on everybody, my family members, my sister, the dog. You know, The more you do it, the better you get. Now I'm gonna show you guys some things that I have in my desk that I actually use for nursing school. This drawer, I have my pens, my colored pens, Expo markers that I use for my board, and like these felt tip colored markers. I like those. Let's focus here. And I have some highlighters. I have my calculator that I use every now and again. Some to-go wipes. I love my Vaseline for my lips. Some more chapstick. This is my med binder. Every time I get meds, I have it in alphabetical order. And also by what system. Like for example, this is lower respiratory. In this drawer I have some paper clips, binder clips, mini stapler, eye clicker. I'm not sure if you guys use this, but we use this in class to take our class quizzes. Eraser, have some gum. Here's how I plan on organizing my med binder. And some index cards. I have a lighter for my candle. I like to light my candle when I'm studying. And you never can go wrong with Post-its. I use these everywhere. I use the earbuds to minimize distraction while I'm taking a test. So I always pack those with me in my book bag. And I like using these to mark my places in notes. Maybe if I need to go back and study a section, I like to use these as well. And you can't forget about your laptop. You would definitely need a laptop, especially if your classes like mine are hybrid. And I also got this cool thing, guys, from Amazon, where you can close off your camera. And we had to use our camera to take our virtual tests this past semester. I would get a laptop that already has a webcam so you don't have to worry about that. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.